Bloopers! Today I'm going to show you how I made a commercial that looks like this.
Delightfully playful. Delightfully thin. New Oreo Thins. America's favorite cookie just got thinner.
What's up guys, my name is David Pierce Tuttle and today I'm taking you behind the scenes of how I just made the OREO THINS spec ad. So when I first went into this shoot, I wanted to try some new things out at home with green screening and rotoscoping, but I also wanted to try out some lifestyle shots to go with it. So when I first started it, I chopped up the music and got that all set, and I realized that the first half would be perfect and for the storyline to get these lifestyle shots. I started off, I used some clips from Storyblocks to help get my idea down, and I input that on my timeline with my music to start thinking of the idea. Once it came to me, I realized what I needed to get, and so we came here. We are on location here. My friends were nice enough to let their daughter be part of this commercial. So Soraya is gonna be our little child actress today, and she's gonna be working with Chelsea. Chelsea's gonna be acting like the single, young, fit mom that can give the Oreos to her daughter, and she can eat them as well, staying very fit and thin and healthy. But in any case, so I'm shooting on my GH4. I've kind of got it rigged up with my V-mount battery and a cage and stuff to give it some weight. I'm gonna be shooting everything handheld today. So if I didn't have this on, it'd be a lot more shaky and there'd be a lot more micro jitters and such. And Soraya's having a fun time playing and getting accustomed to this new set here. So we're gonna just get some handheld shots, like I said, 4K 24, also gonna do 1080p 60 for some slow motion shots just to see what works best. But lighting wise in here, we got this big natural window here, providing some good natural light coming in. And I'm actually using a 5-in-1 bounce board, but I'm using the diffusion part, putting that up over the sink window. So that's giving a bit softer light coming in through the side. In the back, I'm using an Aperture 120D Mark II as the hair light rim light. And then for our key light, we're using an Aperture 300D Mark II with a grid on it to put more of the light focused here in the center here so it's not bouncing all around the kitchen. And that's basically our light setup, and we're gonna just have some fun and eat some Oreos and see what we come up with. So let's get the shot. And now go back to smashing the Oreos. Perfect. Oh, you want to give her a cookie. You want to give her a cookie? You want to give her a cookie? Oh, this is cute. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And action. That was great. You can even give it a little slide. Let's do the slide again. And action. Yes, that was sweet. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Actually, I think we should probably put this on a tripod. Yeah, let me put this on a tripod. Alright, and action. That's it. That's it. All right, what's up guys? So we're set up here for the next shot. We're in the next location and Chelsea's set up here. It's just a static shot. We're gonna get her checking herself out in the mirror. Looking great, feeling great. She's loving Oreo Thins. We all love the Oreo Thins. So I'm shooting, got my camera on a tripod behind me here. I'm shooting at a really narrow depth of field, 1.8. And I've just got the natural light coming in here through the windows. And I've just kind of staged it back behind her here. I've got some black coats against it's kind of gonna pop against the back so she doesn't blend in with the blue and the kind of grayish blue wallpaper. But that's basically it. Static shot, narrow depth of field, checking herself out in the mirror. Let's go. And action. You're gonna take, yeah, you put your shoulders back the whole time and like really stand up straight. Yeah, and see right there when you turn, you're turning your shoulder like this. You want your shoulder down, like, yeah, like that. So your hand on your hip, keep both hands on your hips and you turn around. Yeah, even more pronounced. Put your hands straight up on your hips. Like, put them like this. Just like your hands like that. There you go, and you like, really like emphasize that like that and turn around. Kind of like, maybe go like this a little bit. Just keep going back and forth like this. And action. So we're here in my dining room again to get the product shots. This is the first scene that I got set up, and it's basically set up for the stop motion photography, which I'm doing again. If you saw it in my last video, I'll mark it above. You can check that out here. But for this one, I'm gonna be taking shots of the Oreos being taken from the tray. And I'm also gonna get some shots of the Oreos just on the whiteboard multiplying. Just kind of like I did in the previous one. This time I'm using my Sigma 18-35 art lens. It's choice. So yeah, I got my lights set up. Again, kind of lighten up this whole scene. This time I'm using a white backdrop, and the Oreos should be just against this plain white foam board. The backdrop is kind of a cream color, so that's why I'm not doing it directly on it, even though the hero shot will be on this cream color because it kind of matches the inside cream filling of it. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get the shots here for scene one. Take one. Okay, so we're set up here at the next scene, and here I'm gonna get all the shots of just the Oreos spinning. I'm using my green screen, or in this case, just a green piece of poster board. Works just as well. So I've got it lit up, my lights are basically in the same position. I'm just kind of lighting the green poster board evenly in the background so it's easier to key out and post. And I'm using a paper clip that I just modded so that it could hold the Oreo upright. And I'm using a 50mm lens for this, and I'm shooting in 4K. The reason being is because I don't really need to use slow motion. My camera can only shoot up to 96 frames per second in 1080. It can't do slow motion in 4K. So thankfully the Lazy Susan is moving slow enough that I can just keep this at 4K to get the best resolution. And it'll be on a 1080p timeline. And in post, I'll just key this out and then I can speed it up since it's already moving so slowly. So thankfully, because of the Lazy Susan, it's kind of doing the work for me and I can get better detail on that. So I'll have, and that's what I'm gonna use then for all the Oreo motion graphics that are gonna be going around. So let's get the shot. All right, so for the last green screen shot, I'm doing the bag, and I've got it elevated on, I used my gaff tape roll, and then I just cut some of the green screen poster board and wrapped it around so it's the same color on the bottom as is the top. So when I go to key it, it'll remove everything around it. And I noticed when I lifted it up some, there was some shadows and stuff coming on the bottom, so I needed to light it up. So I just got my aperture light here again, the small AL9 or M9 or whatever it is. And I just had this on the bottom here, kind of illuminating the bottom portion of the product here. So the bag is all well lit up and it's sturdy here. I'm gonna turn on the Lazy Susan, and I'm using my 50mm lens. I had to back up the camera some so I could get the whole bag in frame, and I'm just gonna get it spinning around the same thing a couple times for a couple minutes so that I can use the bag in post afterwards. So let's get the shots. So we're set up here for the hero shot, and I'm doing a little DIY slider action. So my lovely wife, Chelsea, is gonna be helping me out today, and she's gonna be picking the top Oreo off of the plate at the same time as I push in with my camera here that's just set up on top of a box. It's just my DJI Osmo 4 box, or OHM, or OH4. It happened to be the perfect height, so I've moved my desk from the wall over here so that it could line up and get everything level. And I'm using the 18-35 lens. I've got my camera set to an f9. I'm shooting in 4K 24, and I'm just gonna, as best as I can, just kind of push really slowly and also just do a couple pullouts. And I'm gonna have Chelsea here just reach over and frame when I direct her to take the top cookie off. So we'll see what we come up with. And action. Try it one more time. Nice. And action. Oh, that was pretty good. All right, so all that's left to do is do the voiceover and to edit the whole thing. So first we're gonna do the voiceover. We're just here in the studio. Chelsea's gonna record the script I've written out for her, and we're just set up with my Zoom recorder and my Video Mic Pro Plus by Rode, and we're just gonna, let me try that again. The voiceover recorded, yeah.
Voice over.
There you go. Delightfully playful.
Delightfully playful. Delightfully playful. Delightfully playful. Delightfully thin. Delightfully thin.
That was it. Let's do the second half.
New Oreo Thins. New Oreo Thins. America's favorite cookie just got thinner.
Yeah, that last one was great. Mwah. All right, so yeah, I think we got it. So let's throw it into the editing booth, what am I talking about? Let's throw it into the computer.
Throw it in the editing booth.
Let's throw it in the editing booth. I don't know, booth? I don't know.
What do you want
No,
to turn on?
computer, stop. Anyway, that's a wrap. This is the final commercial.
Delightfully playful. Delightfully thin.